The Federal Housing Finance Agency is really increasing its loan limits for 2025. This will help buyers finance more expensive homes given the affordability challenge. Mortgage buyers Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac will be able to acquire loans of up to a little more than $800,000 for most single-family homes. That's a 5.2% increase from this year. And look, we know the housing market is tough. Unmarried couples are buying homes, as well as single people teaming up with a friend or relative. Overall, 52% of people buying a home do so with a spouse or partner, according to Zillow. 15% of people do it with a friend or relative. For what to consider when buying a home as an unmarried couple, I want to bring in Holden Lewis. He's a home and mortgage expert at NerdWallet. Holden, thank you for being here. So what tips do you have for potential co-buyers of a home?
Well, the first tip is to draw up what I would call a home prenup. It's a co-ownership agreement, something in writing, preferably that you prepare with the help of an attorney. And it's going to outline things like who's going to pay for the mortgage, repairs, taxes, insurance, and that kind of thing, utilities. It's really a good idea to settle those questions before you buy the house. Are you going to split the costs? Is one going to, however you're going to take care of it. Another thing is what happens to the property if you split up? Are you going to sell the house? Is one partner going to buy out the other? Have a roadmap available before you split up, which of course is something you don't want to do, but it could happen. And then also you want to draw out what's going to happen to the property if one of you dies or becomes disabled. And this is an especially important question to answer if there are children involved. Either you two have children or there's stepchildren or something like that.
Yeah, it sounds very much like a prenup. People don't like to think about what happens if you split, but it is good advice. So the health of any couple's finances is important when buying a home. What are the things to consider if you aren't married when taking this kind of plunge?
Well, the main thing is to look at the advantages. When you combine two incomes, you can afford more. You can afford to borrow more, so you can actually afford to buy a home. And that's really a main reason that people are doing this, just because home affordability is just so tough nowadays. And I think there's a lot of people out there who think, people are doing this flippantly. They're not really thinking through, in the future. And I just don't think that's the case. People, when they buy their house together with a friend or someone who's their domestic partner they're not married to, they're actually thinking this through.
What is the importance of a real estate agent if you're trying to buy a house as an unmarried couple or with a friend or a relative?
There's some real estate agents who they might not have much experience with this. There might be a little bit more paperwork involved, counseling people who are having problems with their parents who might disapprove of this whole arrangement. And so, you really want a real estate agent who has experience in this kind of arrangement. And so, that can be kind of hard to find. So the best thing to do is to get referrals from colleagues, friends, family, to see if they know a real estate agent who is experienced in taking care of arrangements like this.
Holden Lewis, thank you so much. Good information.
All right, thank you.